Hello, my beautiful Pisces, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of July 20th. I am filming this on the 18th. We have that incredible comet that's coming through the sky Neowise, and it's like every 6,000 years. I highly suggest you guys look it up and its meaning. It's quite incredible, the constellations that it's moving through. But that's a little side note. Now, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and I will be following this up with your weekly love forecast. The link for that is down below. And if this is your first time watching me, thank you so much. If it resonates or serves you in some way, please share it with others or like and subscribe or comment down below. I really appreciate it. All right, my beautiful Cancers, let's get started. And a theme for the week. All right, let's do this. We have the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Sun, the Death card, the Two of Wands, the King of Coins, the Four of Cups. The theme is the Empress. All right, Cancers. First things first, you're making some great decisions in home, in business, in love, in a lot of aspects of your life. When you start out with the Ace of Cups, of course, this has to do with our relationships. It can be romantic. It can even have to do with our home and moving quickly and creating and being very decisive. I think this is good, especially for our water signs, and everybody is emotional. But it's really good when we can really put some logic, be a little practical, a little bit objective with our decisions because it's healthy for us. And you guys are making some really quick decisions in some really beneficial ways and having really important conversations about not just our relationships, but our well-being. And it's going to move quite fast. And what you're doing, Cancer, is you're cutting the fat a little bit this week. Is this adding to my life? If it's not, it could be a habit. It can be a friend, it can be a person, it can be an environment. You're cutting it out. You're being laser focused, not just on your career, not just on your goals, but how you want to feel, how you want to be, how you want to express. And you recognize that, you know what, when I'm around this group of people, I don't feel that great. Or whenever I watch that show, I get really negative. Or whenever I'm doing this or that. And so therefore, you're being very I want to just say objective in assessing your life and moving things around. I think this is wonderful, especially when relationships and the home. We have the Sun and the Death card side by side, and the Sun is a wonderful card. And what's beautiful about this, whenever we have brilliant beginnings and things begin to shift and align, which they will, this is a good week for you, a very good week for you, Cancer. There's going to be endings. Naturally, when we begin new things, whether it's a habit or a discipline or a path, we have to let go of the other paths, the habits that block these healthy habits, anything that detracts from the discipline. So they're saying it's okay to do this week. You might recognize that it might be a little hard to do. Maybe you're not talking to that friend as much because they're a little negative Nancy, so you're like, they're going to notice. Or maybe, you're ending a habit. And so it might be a little difficult in terms of just like a resistance to the patterns, but do your best to surrender this up because it really ultimately is for your higher good. This is benefiting your work and your relationships in a very good way. We have the Two of Wands with the King of Coins. Two things. You're going to notice that your relationships are going to flow a lot smoother this week because you refuse to engage in certain conversations or certain habits or certain ways of life, and it's actually going to heal it. It's like it's moving all obstructions from the roads of relationships and communication and clearing it up. Not to mention for those Cancers who are looking for jobs this week, this is a very good week. When you have it with the Two of Wands, this is new career, signing contracts. You could even be a subcontractor, new clients in some way, or even stay with the same company, but you're being promoted, maybe a different department. And whatever this new job or promotion is, Cancer, it's going to give you a lot more money and opportunity. Whenever you have the King of Cups on top, this is the Midas touch. Everything that you begin, everything that you do, all the offers that are coming to you are going to be beneficial financially and long term. So this is wonderful. Congratulations. I've seen you guys kind of go back and forth with your path, especially people mistake career and purpose a lot, and they don't always have to be the same thing. And I think a lot of Cancers have been struggling because they've been wanting their purpose and their career to be the same, and they can be. But sometimes you need a job to fuel your purpose. You know, this is what you're doing. You have the Four of Cups. So don't allow any kind of like, okay, this is a really good opportunity and it's going to pay me good money. But what if I'm bored, or what if I'm not as creative? Stop right there. Don't focus so much on that. Focus on what it can afford. Focus on the expansion, the connections. Maybe you want to start your own company, but instead you got a job as an executive assistant at a media company. This happened to me, so I'm giving you an example. And I learned so much. Did I want to be an executive assistant? Hell no. But I learned about marketing, strategy, funneling. I learned all that. So you got to kind of think of it in that way, Cancer, because this is a great opportunity. People who share your kind of mission or similar goals, there's things you can learn, and they're going to assist you on your path, and it's going to pay you while you're doing it. So don't allow any of those emotions to sabotage all the opportunities that it's presenting: connections, networking, access to applications that you did in free training. You know what I'm saying? We have the Empress as the theme of the week. You are birthing new realities, Cancer. Everything that you're doing, the decisions that you're making, the new habits, the disciplines, the cutting of fat, these new opportunities, it is birthing a whole new reality. So don't look at it as separate pieces. Look at how all of this is helping to create the life that you want, that it's helping to feed the future that you want, that it's helping to provide you the tools and the training and the ability and the access necessary to live the life you want, birth the life you want, to be creative, to have that reach. Do you know what I'm saying? It's steps, boo. No, it reminds me of that movie Alf, where he tries to put his feet on the escalator and it's just like a little bit of a splits. You have to walk it up. We can't just jump and leap. And sometimes that we have those opportunities, but for you, this is about seeing all the blessings and opportunities. See that glass half full, because it really, really is, Cancer. What an incredible week. Career success, more money, more opportunity, access that you can create this life, guys. Act on your plans. There's so much here, guys. I'm so happy. This is a good week. It's a good week. And this comment is a lot about abundance, financial abundance too. So I'm really happy to see this. If you like a more in-depth tarot session, a soul reading, a Reiki session, my link is down below, along with your weekly love forecast. I hope this serves you, Cancer. Otherwise, I will see you next week for next week's readings. Take care.